very talented people behind the voice and the music and the sound design. And I want to take a look at some of those shots and the sequences. They're so good. Starting off right off the bat with the introduction where you have a camera move and a reveal of the character coming out. This already cracked me up. Just having the character fit inside the box and then a montage of where the assassin comes out of. Again, everything comes with the camera move, kind of drawing you in. It all comes closer and closer and closer. Just love that. Love that little thing that comes out. It's so good. Ramps up with the intensity, with the speed, but also right off the bat, it's just really well done. Already well animated, all the details, beautiful lighting and composition. Come on, I mean, look at all that. So cool. That being a student project, absolutely fantastic. I love this too. How it comes out of the matchbox. And then bam, into a cool transition too, that it shoots into camera for a cut to black. And then we get into an introduction of the main story. You can see with an establishing shot, already this big in scale. It's not a tiny thing here. You got your atmospherics, you got your environment effects, you got a big set, nice camera move, a car animation too. Everything is there. It establishes where we are, kind of boxed in. That shows where the characters are here. And I love that too. Just that introduction of, with this, it tells us something how the character is, just by closing the doors. It's not like a nice, neat closing. Both arms, we don't know yet that he's holding something, but it's just a cool, this is a relaxed, cool character. It's a cool introduction. Bam, then we see, okay, it must be a delivery person because you got the menu or receipt. You can see this here, it matches. Okay, this is character working for this company. Also love this. I always talk about when you have the environment, could be windy, could be snow, could be cold, hot, whatever. The character should be reacting to it. So it feels like the character is part of that environment. And there we go. He did that. Love this too. Just a little hand pose and how to lift this up. But also starting the shot with basically a walk and talk. It's not the static shot. The character is, there's an interaction here. There are changes of body mechanics. There's movement. There's a forward walk. There's acting. There's so much involved. And that's a cool first shot just to establish the character, but also this is the quality behind this short. And then we got, reminds me of Voldemort. Got the introduction of the bad guys. Love that too. You got just a little bit, you can see this depending on what kind of monitor you're going to watch this, but it gives this character not enough room. It's not comfortable space here. It changes focus. And we're getting into a bigger acting moment with clean expressions, clean silhouette, nice poses, nice moves, and moments like that. Just introduction of, this is the characters of the weapons, that's the danger that's involved with that little relaxed pinky here. It's great. Still kind of staying hidden here with who the character is in terms of the face. Got the goons coming in, ready for an attack. And again, you got elements coming in from the left, from the right, boxing him in, making it less comfortable. It's really nice framing choice there. All the while the character walks backwards. Nicely framed too with the car, with the highlights, so that we can really have the focus on this is the character here. I'm never forgetting that these are the elements of danger. Still not bothered by the character looking back. But I love that too. The ramp of intensity, getting in, getting closer, ready to shoot. See the intensity in the face. And then bam, the first change. That now triggers this guy to finally look. We get a good look at the face. And I love that too, because even though we see the hands here, for a moment you could think, was that just a ruse? Are the character's hands through the box and it's the character shooting? But then you can see this, you're like, wait a minute, no, this is not what happens. Again, it's the box assassin coming out here. Love that too. Just always ready, regardless of how it jumps, wherever it's ready against the target. You're like, whoa, what is going on? And you get a slight look who the character is. Get a nice look in terms of the render. Nice highlights. Even that, you got a little change in the wrist, movement in the gun. Still enough detail animation. Here we can see the full face. You can see detail here that's animated. And then, and getting into a freeze frame, there's voiceover. So make sure to check out the link in the description with the actual YouTube account and Jeremy's Twitter account as well. But there's voiceover here, so make sure you watch this. I'm going to skip this and fast forward. And we're going back to him freaking out. Love this too. Good look at some physicality. Again, makes sense. It's wet. He would slip. And again, it's not just a one-axis move somewhere. It does move with the curve, the complexity there of that run back. And I love this too. So this goes into now the actiony part, getting into the car. Even for that, you give it a little bit of a camera adjustment just for reframing. but you can really sense how he opens up and sits down. There's good weight in that. And then we get into more cool actiony moments here. You can still see the silhouette. That's nicely done too for this character here. Nice clean pose. Ah, that's cool too. I love all this. Like every frame there's something in there. Comes in there slightly hidden, but he realizes that, opens up the frame into just for now. We see some highlights. We see what's going on. Dodges that. Nice line here. It just appears again out of a box. It's very consistent where that character is. Oh, and then we get to back eye. Cool back eye design too. Come on, the design, the lighting, the skin, the facials. But even a shot like this where this is the focus, you still have this character here. If you look at what it does, it's enough detail to see where there's still detail animation here on the brows, widening here, the ease in. So even though that is off to the side, there's still enough detail in all this, and not just in the main character, but even with the main character, you can see all the subtle details and the compression there. You got your asymmetry in the mouth, and the facial expressions. Everything is there. There's really nice detail in that animation there. Let's go back. With little head accents there too, a little flare of the shoulders. Lots of little detail there. In moments like that too, when he goes back and says this, you can see how the body goes down a little bit, and he has a little bit in the shoulder to push himself up. And then as he wants to say something, he goes up a little bit. You can see that as well with the eyebrows. Let's watch this. See, even on something like that, just there's always enough detail where the head accent fits the voice, just the voice delivery. You can believe that the voice comes out of this. It doesn't feel like it's just pure body mechanics, and the lip sync just kind of gets copy pasted on where nothing else is being influenced. Love that too. Again, just the framing as he comes in, taking up a lot of room, not giving him that much space, making this a bit more threatening. Nice overall look and lighting and composition. And not just on characters, but you get your sliding of the car. You got the wheels turning, the suspension moving. Everything here has detail. That's it. The look here as he moves over, watching the guy on the left. Moves over like, hey, wait a minute, what is going on? Changes, you can see his expression changes to, wait a minute. This is cool too. I really, really like this shot too. The composition and the camera move where it goes from car headed towards us, with a slight lead on the camera, we go underneath the car and then into this turn and away. It's really nice. Let's watch this again here. Let's go back. Car goes back, camera underneath the car, nice slide, and also enough weight on this. It doesn't ever feel light or just not believable. Even on those little moves in that turn, you can see the little up and down in the car, and then how the car kind of leans and goes up here. Sound design is nice too. And then with the camera move revealing, bam, this guy's still there. So lots of complexity in the shot. It's really well done. I really love this. Also lighting wise, it helps with the fog that you got the lights here illuminating this area a bit more. Nice reflections. Just overall, I'm just blown away by the quality of all this. Love that too, where you have that camera reveal where we see focus on this character, and as it moves over, the chair reveals this guy still in danger, the red light on him. More shots with good head accents and movement, all of that. Even this on a move like this where you have, watch the shoulder up, leads, and then you got that little lean with the head for a nice arc. You can really see that every shot has a lot of love in there. Same with this character, how it transitions. You got that flare on the nose coming in here, almost leading with the chin first. And as it goes up, you can see that little widening of the eye that kind of goes right with the knife. And you can see like no blink, no darts, very intense stare. Again, you gotta listen to the sounds. I love that when he does this. In this sound, ching, very exaggerated sound design. I love this. And that too. He has a couple darts down here, and you can hear in the audio where it goes and again, you gotta watch this with the sound. But it tells you something's going on, and you can imagine, well, it's going to be the box assassin coming out of a specific area. Wait for it as it turns around. Love this too. Great look. And then get your freeze frame and the voiceover. You scrub forward to reveal out of the tight space again. And that's great too. Just a little detail in the lids, darts, eye darts, processing what's going on, and then, oh no, into that. Cool as well as we can transition from a sound design of the shot into darkness, and then come out of that with just the blinding of the headlights. Very cool. Ooh. Also nice, again, detail just in the car. Watch this, how the car is animated. As you can really feel that. The sound design is really neat, I gotta say. Opens up here, your next physical shot as he comes out. Oh, That's great too. As the camera kind of reframes here and slowly comes out, it's kind of like, that something is coming out of that car, and we transition to this showing, yeah, that was him coming out of the car. Nicely shot from below to give him a bit more of an imposing look. Again, with the light, got a nice silhouette there as well. And then back into just the framing of, to make someone feel small, more in danger. You got that bigger object coming in and taking up more space in the frame. And then it moves into a more of a friendly banter between the two. Realizes actually he's not in danger. That's a cool moment too here. As he looks, just that moment here when he stops looking at the guy. A nice hand pose here. You're offside on the fingers. And just that moment, realize that he's gone. See the lead up here with the eyes. You got soft ease in on the eyebrows and with the eyelids. You can see that look over and then cut to not there. But also the camera moving back, kind of like having us feel like this is the end of a shot as we're pulling away from that moment here. But you got just enough of the hand here to see. Clean silhouette, nice pose.